Hey guys, my name is Tana and I'm in Thailand. And I was in this cafe here. It's called Manasan Cafe in Ranong, and it's a gelato cafe. My kids and my wife are having their gelato there. And I was sitting outside and looking at this beautiful machine, my E39, and I figured, why did I pick this car to come to Thailand? Think about this. I've got obviously few cars in my garage. I could have taken any one of those cars, but yet I chose to take the E39. I got taken the Everest, I got taken the F30, I got taken the Porsche, the Carrera. You mean there are few cars that I could have taken, and not bragging, but I have options, and with options, I chose to take the E39 over to Thailand. And question is why? Now, obviously, I'm going with my family, and I want to think what will be the best car to take that will be the best car for them, because the importance here was reliability and bringing the kids out. And I figured, my mind just went, you know what, E39, it's fantastic, no issue. I never did any checks on the car. I car was my driveway. I went out, it was there. Yep, pick up the key, and I went. And I arrived here, and this is like 1,100 kilometers from KL, and made me wonder, why did I pick this? And I figured that's a very good topic to talk about. What will be your pick? What will be your pick for the best E39 you could take? Sorry, the best BMW you could take to go on a drive. And is this the best car to take for a drive? Let's think about this. What are my factors? What could be better than this car to go for a long distance drive in an escape to a 1,000-kilometer far away distance land, which is filled with many uncertainties? Let's think about this for a while. What could I do? Now, I would obviously try to avoid a turbo car, because turbo cars are pretty modern, and with them come with complexity. Unless the car is well maintained, a well maintained car, by all means go ahead, it'll be fantastic. But when you are going to a longer distance, when you need octane boosters to run, when you need things for it to run not at an optimal condition, well, the turbo cars and newer cars are not probably the most reliable car to drive. There's some caveats there, you know, F30, 70, they're all fantastic cars. I mean, I have them also, but there are certain issues with them, you know, namely fuel. This car takes in any fuel you dump into this car, it will run well, run perfect, it will be fantastic on the journey across to Thailand. Number two is parts. I feel it is much easier for you to get an E39 in perfect mechanical order than most cars. Reason being is the M54 engine was widely used in E46 in your E60, you know, 7 series, E65. They were widely used, and there were a lot of them being sold. So parts availability, new or used, is actually quite high. In the new market, aftermarket stuff, they're actually much cheaper than your N52s. So if I was to go somewhere and I bring parts over, either being shipped over to me where I am, or if I'm putting in my booth, you know what, it's way cheaper. I could put in a water pump in the boot of the car for $300. That's it, I'll forget about it. Not the same with an electric water pump with a N53. So yes, bringing over parts, it's a no-brainer with an N54 versus a newer NA, the last NA being N53. When you think about comfort, comfort is divided into two spaces. One is the ride comfort, and one is, I guess, the inner comfort. I mean, driving the car and how's the interior like. A form factor becomes a play here. If you're going to go do long distance driving and you're going to go to small little roads, I mean, I took this car and went to small little roads here and there, and it needed to be not too wide, and also being too small means it will be comfortable. I think the E39 nailed it spot on in terms of being the Goldilocks zone, not too big and not too small. So it's a fantastic form factor. I would love to read my E38, which I have by now sold, but the E38 will have been a little more bigger than what's required for the job, or for me to go to certain areas comfortably. So the Goldilocks zone is fantastic with the E39. The interior space, the leather seat on this car is fantastic. It's so comfortable, so plushy, so nice. I mean, my car obviously has been well looked after and well done. Yeah, it's just a very comfortable ride. Then you go into things like, well, I've now sorted the mechanics, I sorted the comfort to driving the car. Now, what about you know what, if the car comes to a disaster? What if the car I enter a flood zone and the car water gets into the intake? Which car will be more liable to get out of? Well, I've got first-hand experience. I've driven an E39 into a flood before, and let's just say it took me about a few hours to take out all the water from the intake and the piston and all that. But the car after that was perfect, it ran well, and no issue whatsoever. So yes, it's one of those cars that is super reliable, bulletproof, and even if something in the car fails, let's say the car's MAF failed, unplug the MAF, the car will still limp back home. Let's say the car's, what if they fail? Let's say the car's light fail. Any mechanic, any shops that you go to in Thailand or anywhere else could probably jerry-rig up and put another light, and you could get back home. Not like it's a ballast, or not like it's a very complicated light system. Let's say, what else could fail? Well, let's say the suspension fails. You know what? You should have done that beforehand. So things that could fail in the car are little, and even if they do, they can get you back quite safely. So I don't know, I just felt it. I'm doing this random talk, no script whatsoever. I just find that E39 sits in a Goldilocks zone. Not too big, not too small, not too complicated, not too simple, not overly spacious, not overly small. It is just in a beautiful spot. And I think if you have an E39, you're thinking about driving across to long distances, you know what, try it. It's been a fantastic journey. Cheers guys, bye.